Hello and welcome to Lake, a news show about Bellevue. I'm Robin Hasseth with Bellevue Parks and Community Services. For the May edition of Lake, we'll share stories about work on a new bridge over Coal Creek, Bike to Work Month, and an inspirational new public art piece in downtown Bellevue. But first, let's take a look at some recent headlines. The city's Office of Emergency Management held a different kind of fair recently at Crossroads Bellevue Shopping Center. It was a preparedness fair to help residents get ready for an emergency. Among the speakers were experts from the fire department and the National Weather Service. But the afternoon was not about doom and gloom. There was also live entertainment, supplies for home emergency kits, and prizes for emergency preparedness bingo winners. More information on the topic is available online. In mid-April, Bellevue's neighborhood outreach team and the nonprofit group Youth Eastside Services held a neighborhood forum at Bellevue College. The event was to help parents answer the monumental question, how do I keep my kids safe? A panel of experts included the Bellevue School District Superintendent, a police officer assigned to schools, and a mental health counselor.
We all have a part to play keeping our kids safe in this community. As parents, as teachers, as people who work with young people in your organizations.
The City Council held a public hearing in April on cost-saving options related to the East Link Light Rail project. A week later, the Council recommended which options should be selected to reduce Bellevue's financial contribution for a downtown tunnel. In making its decision, the Council tried to balance what's best for nearby neighborhoods, the most efficient alignment, and how best to use public funds. Sound Transit, the agency that's building East Link, finalized the light rail options at its board meeting on April 25th. The final alignment includes a trench in front of the Winters House on Bellevue Way Southeast. Also included is a road-over-rail configuration where the route crosses from the east to the west side of 112th Avenue Southeast, and a street-level route north to Main Street. In downtown Bellevue, the City Council and Sound Transit Board agreed to replace a proposed downtown tunnel station with a station above ground on Northeast 6th Street. Bellevue held its annual Arbor Day Earth Day celebration April 20th at Lewis Creek Park. More than 400 volunteers turned out there and at 17 other locations across the city.
My daughter and I came out this morning because we are happy to be part of the community, and this is a great chance for everyone to pull together and do something to keep this community a great and happy place to live. And we're working with the city parks crews, and we're planting plants along the city street. Well, it makes it more interesting just visually and a more pleasant place to live, but it also protects the natural habitat that's here.
Another big crowd turned out last month at City Hall for Bellevue's Spring Forward Expo. The event showcased how city departments are preparing for the future with more than 70 new projects and planning initiatives.
How will the feedback people receive tonight be helpful in development of these projects?
A lot of the projects do need some public involvement, or we do need to hear from the public on what they want in a project or what their concerns are. And we're hoping that we will hear and receive some comments on what they expect of a project before we finish design or it heads to construction.
And where can people go if they want to find out more about the projects highlighted at the Expo tonight?
They can go to the Spring Forward Expo website. We have all of the projects listed there. We've got a comment form for people to take a look at.
Attendees met with project managers and elected officials, asked questions, and provided feedback, all at one convenient location. Two of the projects featured at Spring Forward Expo mark the start of construction with recent groundbreaking events. First, the City of Bellevue and the Bellevue Youth Theater Foundation took center stage to celebrate the beginning of work on a new Bellevue Youth Theater. Just days later, plant lovers sowed the seeds for a new Bellevue Botanical Garden Visitor Center. Both the theater and the Visitor Center are expected to open in late 2014. May is National Bike to Work Month, and May 17th is Bike to Work Day, with cyclists of all abilities taking part. One popular activity is the annual Commute Challenge, when workplace teams across the region inspire coworkers and teams from other organizations to ride more.
I participated in the Bike to Work event last year for the first time and plan to do so again this year.
The Bike Challenge is a month-long event to encourage and promote people using a bicycle to commute to work. It's organized through Group Health and the Cascade Bicycle Club, Those two organizations provide users a database to track their miles and the number of times that they actually bike to work. And the event is just designed to introduce the idea of using a bicycle to get to work and to encourage people to get out of their cars and try a different mode of commute.
May is a great month to ride. It's the perfect temperature, and it's just a way of commuting for me that's not stressful. I get a little bit of exercise. It allows me to kind of unwind after the day, and it's a healthy form of commuting.
Work will begin soon on busy Coal Creek Parkway to replace an aging culvert with a new bridge. Wendy Harefield with the Utilities Department has the details.
Construction will soon begin on a new bridge to replace a 45-year-old culvert on Coal Creek Parkway. The bridge will keep the parkway safe for the 28,000 commuters who use this route daily. Construction of the bridge requires the relocation of complex utilities, such as fiber optic cables, a natural gas main, and high-pressure fuel lines. For that reason, Coal Creek Parkway will be reduced to one lane in each direction, from May through November in 2013, and again in 2014. The west half of the bridge will be built the first year, and the east half will be built the second year. The Coal Creek Trailhead and parking lot will close during construction, but a new trail and temporary parking will be available. In addition to a 39-foot wide bridge, the project includes a new pedestrian pathway under the bridge that connects the Coal Creek Trail. Hikers will no longer need to cross the busy street when using the trail. The project will also restore the stream and improve passage for salmon. Completion of the two-phase project is expected in November 2014. For more information or to sign up for email updates, visit bellevuewa.gov/coalcreekbridge.htm.
A new wall in downtown Bellevue invites passersby to share their bucket lists in a very public way. It's called the Before I Die wall. I spoke with the artist who installed it about the project.
The project in downtown Bellevue is the Before I Die project. It's a public, essentially billboard that allows people to share their hopes and aspirations in a very public way. The Before I Die project is a project that started in New Orleans by a public artist, urban planner by the name of Candy Chang. And she started it after she lost someone that was very important to her, and she didn't really know how to deal with the grief. I was kind of a little bit nervous about doing the project because I really didn't know how it was going to be received. So when the city responded and was so excited, and they actually asked me to talk to the old Bellevue merchants about it as well, and I went to one of their meetings, and without exception, people were so excited about it, and it's completely exceeded my expectations. It's been up for 9 days, and the weather has been horrific the whole time it's been up. It's already been filled up to capacity 4 times. All of the inscriptions or the things that people have written have been really entertaining, and some of them have been really powerful. One person wrote, "Before I die, I want to find the cure for Jill's cancer." So you could tell there's some really deeply felt things on the wall. There's some, clearly a child wrote, "Before I die, I want to pet a lion." And people want to parachute, and people want to go to Ireland, and they want to tell their mom they love them one more time. It's just a really powerful way for people to just really get down to what really matters. That every time it fills up, I take photographs of it. We have a page on Facebook called Bellevue's Before I Die Wall. And also on Candy Chang, who's the original New Orleans artist that created it. She has a website that's called beforeidie.cc, and there is a page that's specific for Bellevue.
The other greatness about this, there is nowhere that who wrote this. That's all individual. When you read it, you'll come to know, oh, this is my ambition, right? And when other people also read it, might be it is one of them might be their ambition too.
One of the things that I hoped to do with the project was capture all aspects of our community and give them all a voice. So having high school students, small kids writing on it, as well as business people and community leaders, has really been kind of shows the whole depth of the project and gives it a different nuance and feeling, because it really is truly a community.
A lot of people in this life, they don't have a voice, you know, they don't have any choice or anything like that, and this gives them an option just to state, you know, what they would like to do before they die. And this is a great list where you can just go ahead and take a look and say, you know, that's pretty cool. I'd like to do that before, you know, my bucket comes up. I wrote, before I die, I would like to be able to cure dementia. If I could make, you know, that kind of difference in this life, that would make me feel pretty good.
I hope that the project inspires hope. The most important part of our lives is how we connect and how we participate in each other's lives.
And now take a look at some upcoming events. May 3rd through the 5th, the Bellevue Youth Theater presents The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe at the theater at Maidenbower. Kids of all ages will enjoy the classic story by C.S. Lewis. The cost is $10 to $12. For more information and tickets, call 425-452-7155 or email byt@bellevuewa.gov. Enjoy some great spring events with wonderful May flowers at the Bellevue Botanical Garden. On May 4th, come to a plant sale hosted by the Eastside Fuchsia Society. On May 12th, spend a fun day with Mom at the Mother's Day Social. And on May 18th and 19th, enjoy the Rhododendron Show and Plant Sale. For more information about these events, call 425-452-2750 or visit bellevuebotanical.org. And on May 29th, help celebrate youth and teen leaders at the Bellevue Youth Link Community Leadership Awards. This free event will take place from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at Bellevue City Hall. For more information, call 425-452-5254 or visit www.youthlink.com. That's our May show. For more information about featured segments, visit us online at bellevuewa.gov. I'm Robin Hasseth. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Lake to Lake.